I played high school athletics. I had a little bit of sports when I was in junior high, basketball, flag football, stuff like that. But it wasn't until I got into high school where I really started flourishing in the sport that I would go on to play a lot, and that was football. So I didn't play any tackle football till I got to high school. So I was I went to Shafter High School, and there I did a myriad of different sports: football, basketball, track, and I know it's hard to believe, but I was a swimmer for a year or two. From high school, I was lucky enough to get a full ride scholarship to play football at University of Nevada, Las Vegas, and finished out my 5 years there, and that was the end of my playing career. Currently, I'm a vocational education teacher at Shafter High School. I teach video production, mobile game design, strong body, which that's really for my football program and other athletes, and then broadcast journalism, and then I coach football. Yeah. When I was at UNLV, they had athletes in action there, so I had our team chaplain was involved in FCA. So even though he wasn't in what we did on campus there, he had FCA affiliation. So whenever he came and spoke to the team, he was using FCA material. That was kind of always something that was in the back of my mind. I went to church growing up, but when I got there, he always gave us pamphlets from FCA, taught out of the FCA Bible. And when I got back to Bakersfield, I started helping out at East High, doing FCA there. And so I started getting involved with that, and then I had Dave Washburn ask if I wanted to start coming to the coaches' Bible study, and now I think I've been going for probably close to 10 years. So I not only have affiliation with it as an on-campus huddle, but I also have the coaches' huddle that has been extremely important to me. I think the biggest thing personally is it gives you a group of men that love the Lord and aren't afraid to be exposed to each other when it comes to what's going on in their lives. So open and having candid conversations about a lot of things, but it's mainly just having a group of men that you can call up, you can talk to, be open with, and know that they're going to come back at you with biblical truths. So as a man of God, it's just really nice to have that accountability. And so me personally, it's very valuable to have those type of people in your lives that you don't necessarily always have, where you work. And so it's been a vital part of my life. The interesting thing about FCA that I think that makes it such a dynamic presence on campus is that it's salvation based. So it doesn't matter what your belief system is. It's not something where it's just you got to be a Christian or you got to be a Catholic or you got to be a Protestant. The basis of all stuff that we do is based upon the salvation we get from Jesus. And so as I've been helping out our leadership group with our FCA group and stuff like that, it's been fun to watch not only my leadership group, which we have around 15 or 16 kids in our leadership group at Shafter High School. So, leading them through Christian-based leadership stuff, and then watching them go out and really have I feel like a direct pull on a lot of kids. The kids that come into our meetings aren't all Christians. Most of them probably don't even go to church. So they're getting a taste of Jesus's love on campus on Tuesdays, and there's a direct difference. I feel like when we have FCA going strong during the year, there's a different feel on campus. It just seems a little bit more peaceful than when it's not around. Probably the biggest thing for me is our camps at Hume Lake. The stuff you see and the stuff that you get to witness as your kids, my athletes, go up there and really unplug themselves, which most of us all know, and most of us are are currently plugged in so many different devices, and when we go up there, their phones don't work. They have to put away their snap streaks and everything else, and it really gives them an opportunity not only to put the device away that is so distracting a lot, but it allows them to see such a beautiful God-given place, and then also exposes them to what I think the FCA, the athletic side of FCA is, that you can be a dominant, hard-nosed, excited athlete and still be a Christ follower. And so every year we go up there, and every year the Lord just really brings kids to a point of really looking at themselves. And I remember one kid on my team this last year. In fact, he's only a junior. He was a sophomore last year, and he went up and he accepted Christ up there. And so, they were up there, and they afterwards they talked to the kids and everything else. But it was a week later, and we're having zero period, strong body. It's at 6:30 in the morning, and Elijah, that's my the kid, said, "Coach, I'm having trouble understanding the Bible." And I go, "What do you mean? I don't understand." He was reading from the New King James Version, so there was a lot of vowels and this and stuff. So him and I had an opportunity in the middle of the weight room, and I got him the Holman's version. We just went over, and he said, "Coach, what verses should I look at first?" And obviously the first one was John 3:16, and so right there in the middle of the weight room, him and I just went through the John 3:16, and it was pretty cool. Why FCA? Because it transforms lives.